Welcome to the deep dive.
Good to be here.
Today, we're looking at a snapshot from USA Today, Sunday, May 18th, 2025.
Right, a mix of everything: economy, politics, health.
Entertainment, international news, business, lots going on.
Yeah. Our goal is kind of to sift through it, see what really stands out.
See how things connect.
Exactly. It's always surprising how these different areas, link up.
Okay, let's dive into the economy first. Moody's,
Ah, yes, the downgrade. U.S. credit rating down to AA1.
still high, but a downgrade nonetheless. They mentioned rising deficit.
And interest payments, yeah. Basically, it's a warning sign.
A yellow flag, maybe?
That's a good way to put it. It raises questions about, the long-term sustainability of U.S. debt.
And the implication is
Hmm.
higher borrowing costs down the line.
Potentially, yes. Could make things more expensive for the government, but also for people, like getting mortgages.
And speaking of economics, international tourism spending
Oh, yeah, projected to fall.
by $12.5 billion this year. That sounds
Mm.
like a big hit.
It really is. A drop that large, well, it suggests something significant is shifting.
Any ideas why?
Hard to say for sure. Could be economic issues in other countries affecting travel budgets, maybe?
Or maybe people are just traveling more domestically.
That's possible, too. It's definitely something to watch, especially for the hospitality sector.
Right. Okay, shifting to politics. The Hands Across Chicagoland protest.
Yeah. Along Ogden Avenue?
A human chain. That's quite a visual.
Absolutely. It's a symbolic action meant to grab attention.
Against President Trump's policies, the report said.
Yeah, a very public way to show unified opposition. Sometimes the image is more powerful than just numbers.
And there's also the ongoing 5501 movement protests,
Right, those are happening nationwide.
advocating for various reforms, social and political. Seems quite broad.
It does. Being national and covering diverse issues, it kind of suggests maybe a widespread desire for change.
Okay, a more urgent note now. Health. Measles alert at Newark Airport.
Yes, Terminal B specifically.
Anyone there during certain times needs to be vigilant
Monitor for symptoms, seek medical advice. It's a reminder, isn't it?
of how quickly things can spread.
Especially in transit hubs like airports, vigilance is key.
Definitely. Let's lighten the mood slightly. Entertainment.
Right. Welcome to Rockville 2025.
Just finished up in Daytona. Big crowds, major rock bands.
Yeah, these large festivals are significant cultural events.
Bring people together.
And, provide an economic boost for the area, too.
True. Okay, let's turn to international affairs. President Trump plans to talk with President Putin.
About Ukraine, yeah. The stated goal is to address the conflict, end the bloodbath.
So it's a major diplomatic effort, high stakes.
Very high stakes. Direct talks at that level could be significant, but, it's incredibly complex.
Any breakthrough would be hard-won, you'd think.
No doubt. The urgency in the language reflects how bad things are.
And meanwhile, Israel has started a new military operation in Gaza.
Intensifying pressure on Hamas.
The stated reason is securing the release of the remaining hostages.
It just highlights the ongoing, the terrible situation there. The difficulty in finding any lasting peace.
Yeah, a persistent challenge.
And the humanitarian cost, of course.
Absolutely. Okay, finally, let's look at markets and business.
Yep.
The Fed.
Interest rates held steady, no change.
But they issued a warning.
Yeah, about rising risks. Higher inflation, possibly higher unemployment.
So a cautious stance.
It feels like a delicate balancing act, doesn't it? Trying to curb inflation without causing a major downturn.
Suggests uncertainty ahead.
Definitely.
But here's something interesting. Despite the Moody's downgrade, foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries hit a record. Over $9 trillion.
Right. It seems kind of paradoxical, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Downgrade concerns, but record demand for our debt.
Well, I think it shows that while the downgrade points to long-term fiscal worries,
Okay.
many international investors, for now at least, still see U.S. debt as like a safe harbor compared to other global options.
So, still seen as relatively safe.
It speaks to the complexities, of global finance.
So putting it all together from just one day's news, we have a credit warning, yet record debt demand, domestic protests, serious international conflicts brewing or continuing.
And health alerts, cultural events. It's a snapshot of a world juggling a lot.
Very interconnected issues.
Exactly. And it really prompts you, the listener, to think about how these different pieces might actually influence each other.
Like how economic anxiety might fuel political movement.
Or how international tensions affect markets, or even our sense of security here.
Lots to consider. So maybe the final thought for you today is this. In this world where everything seems linked, how do we find the right balance?
Between tackling our own domestic challenges and engaging with these bigger global forces that undeniably shape our future?
Something to ponder. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.